Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Adriana, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're already subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And like I said, the content that I'm going to be posting is going to be a mixture of everything. So you can expect a variety of videos. But if there is anything in particular that you'd like me to film, let me know down in the comment section because I'm definitely open to suggestions. So in this video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about how to start building your staple wardrobe, because I don't know about y'all, but this year I'm really trying to just step into my own when it comes to building my staple wardrobe. And it's really challenging because I've always been someone that just sort of buys things that I like. But the end result of that is that I end up with a bunch of stuff that I don't really wear or get enough use out of. So I'm trying to cut back on that and just try and keep my wardrobe minimal but still classy, fun, and me. I know that if you're just starting out with this process, it can be really overwhelming because there's just so much to think about. The way we look and the way we present ourselves in this generation is so important. And I think that when it comes to building a wardrobe, it's not that straightforward. You know, there's a lot of factors to consider, but luckily for you, I am currently in the process of doing that. And so I thought it'd be really useful to create a video with my top 10 tips on building your own staple wardrobe. This is something that I started to do last year, I believe, and then this year I've continued with that. And I think just having a list of things to consider is really helpful. One of the first things I would say before buying anything new is make sure that you have like a clear out. Declutter, get rid of anything that you don't think serves you anymore, anything that you don't particularly like wearing, anything that you don't really wear, anything that doesn't fit you anymore. I know it's really hard to get rid of those items, but I promise you, holding on to them is not going to do anything. So make sure you just have a good clear out before you buy anything new. It's actually a form of therapy. Like, I don't know about you, but whenever I have a clear out or a declutter, I always feel 1,000 times better after it. So I definitely recommend doing that first and foremost. So then you sort of have an idea then as well on the sorts of items that you need to be buying, what you need to replace, what you've already got enough of, whether there's a new type of item that you don't have yet that you want to get. You know, all of these things can be considered. Another way to approach it is that you could just replace items gradually. So you could maybe start off by replacing your t-shirts, get rid of your old ones, and then start to gradually buy your new ones. Or you could do the same with your jeans. It's very much a personal process, so you just decide what works best for you. I personally just wanted to have a declutter and then make a list of all the items that I felt I needed within my staple wardrobe and only buy items that were on that list. This second point is kind of gonna make me a bit of a hypocrite from the first point that I said, because my second point is to not be afraid of the sizes that you order or you buy or you try on, you know, or what basically the sizes that you choose to be a part of your staple wardrobe. Like, you might ordinarily be like a size 12, I don't know, but you might see something that you like and then you try it on and you prefer it in a size 14, 16, 18, whatever the case may be. Don't be afraid to buy it in that size. Sizes are slightly toxic. I'm just gonna throw it out there because plenty of times I've had that reality check where you go into a shop and you try on a clothing piece that you think is your size and then it's too small and you're like, the maths is not mathing, what is going on here? So then you have a little bit of a meltdown and you start thinking, oh my god, I put on so much weight, and then it's just a vicious cycle. So one thing I try to do now is just not even think about the size. Like if it's a size 20, if it's a size 22, it is what it is. As long as I put it on and I feel good in it and it looks good on me, then I don't really care about the size anymore. So I think it's really important to bear that in mind. The reason why I was saying that that's slightly hypocritical from what I was saying before is because when I have done my shopping, some of the items that I have bought are actually in a smaller size because the hope was that eventually I would lose some weight and then fit into them, right? So now I have like half a wardrobe full of clothing that doesn't fit me yet. Which in hindsight makes absolutely no sense, but all those clothes are brand new, so I will not be throwing those away. And the goal is still there for me to lose some pounds to be able to fit into this clothing. But I would suggest trying to buy clothes that fit you now or are bigger than what you are now rather than going smaller, unless you are really, really sure that you are going to be losing the weight or doing whatever it is that you're wanting to do. I think another really important point to bear in mind is style. What is your style? And I know that's a really broad question because there's so many different styles out there. Like, I still personally don't know what my style is because I like so many different styles, like the whole boho kind of look. I love that classy, elegant kind of look as well. But then I kind of also like that chill, kind of dress down look as well. But then sometimes I like to do the most and dress all the way up. So it's really hard to put my look into a category if I'm being completely honest. If you're similar to me and you're not sure what your look is, then do your research. Use different social media platforms. There's Pinterest, Instagram, all these different platforms that you can use for inspiration and sort of try to develop your style from there. And it might be worth just keeping some pictures of looks that you like. I do this quite often. So if I see a look that I like, I'll take a screenshot of it and just keep it in my phone so I can refer back to it when I'm doing my shopping. Love you like a brother, treat you like a friend, respect you like a lover. Oh, 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 oh. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that. Maybe there's some staple pieces that that person's wearing that I think might work well within my staple wardrobe, and if there is, then I will usually use those pictures to help guide me when I am doing my shopping, because I know sometimes it can be a lot and you get a little bit overwhelmed. But remember as well, style is so personal. Like, you can create your own looks. That's the beauty of style. So don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to maybe buy something that's a bit out of your comfort zone and start to create your own look. I think a lot of the time that is a process. You might start off with a certain style and then elevate to a different style as time goes on. I know the way I used to dress like 10 years ago is nothing compared to the way I dress now. So, it is going to be a journey, but just embrace that journey and enjoy it. I am an accessories girly through and through. I love to just throw on jewelry day in, day out. And so I think accessories are so important for a staple wardrobe. So I would definitely recommend trying to invest a little bit more in quality items rather than buying more. So I feel like quality over quantity is so important with accessories. I am a sucker for gold, so I know I'm currently wearing silver earrings. This is a rarity for me. I do not do silver. I am a gold girly through and through, so ordinarily you will see me in gold. But a lot of the time I'll opt for like cheaper options, whereas more recently I'm trying to buy items that are going to last me, items that will constantly look classy, look fresh, because I feel like that's what I'm going for now. Whether that's like some gold hoops or like a statement choker or some, I don't know, basic rings. It could be anything, whatever you're into. It doesn't even have to be just jewelry. I'm saying jewelry because I'm a jewelry fiend. I mean, you could buy new belts, you could buy some new hair accessories. The options are endless, but I just feel like accessories is another way to just elevate your look and maybe take it from basic to not so basic. Another really important point is money. Budget, 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 budget. One of the goals that I have on my vision board for this year is to make sure that I save. And so with that means less spontaneous shopping trips. I know, we've all been there. It means less just random shopping. You know, when you're just laid in bed and you're like, what can I do? I know what, I'll just jump on ASOS and start buying like a bunch of stuff that I don't need. So I'm trying to rein that in a lot and actually make sure that I'm budgeting the money that I'm spending on clothing. I know I spoke about this a little bit before, but the quality of your products. Buy clothing items, accessories that are of good quality, because the chances are they're going to last you longer, so you're going to get your money's worth. To do that, I suggest going to shops where you have noticed that the quality of the clothing is really good or the quality of the accessories is really good. Look at reviews when you are looking at items to see what other people's experiences have been for certain items as well. I know ASOS does a lot of reviews. I'm sure a lot of other clothing websites will also do reviews. I'm just saying ASOS because I live on that website. But yeah, quality over quantity all day, every day. When I was younger, I used to just buy things for the sake of buying them. I really did. But more recently, I'm trying to be really intentional about the things that I'm buying. And that goes for my staple wardrobe as well. That's why I'm calling it a staple wardrobe, because the whole point is that I want it to be minimal. I don't want heaps and heaps of clothing that I'm not going to be able to piece together and wear. I want a few items where I know guaranteed I'm going to have an outfit that I can wear every day, an outfit that I can wear to go out in, an outfit that I can wear for a special occasion. That is the aim. With that being said, I would say only buy something if you know that you are going to wear it, because it's so pointless buying things that you think, oh yeah, it looks so nice, and then you put it on and you're unsure, but then you buy it anyway. All you're going to do is end up with a wardrobe full of clothing that you're not going to wear. Trust me. I know, because I've done it. You live and you learn. And again, it's just going to lead into more and more spending that you don't need to do. Spending where that money could be used for something else. I guess this next point is slightly controversial because maybe not everyone will agree with me, but I think the colour of your clothing is important as well. I, as you can see, live in black. I am getting better at wearing more colour now, but I think it's so important to make sure that the clothing pieces that you do buy, yes, are a variety of colours, but also are colours that you are likely to wear. Not just that, but are also colours that you can mix and match easily. I'd say try and focus on picking colours that are like your basics. So whether that's your blacks, your whites, your greys, your beiges, your greens, your browns. There's certain colours that are easy to work with. So if you're unsure on the sort of clothes to pick, I'd start off with those and then gradually build it up once you start to develop like an identity or a sense of style. Obviously, there's going to be 1, 2, 3 pieces where the colours are just random, the patterns are random, and that's okay. You need those items too. But try not to have too many of those, because you'll just find that you have a wardrobe full of clothes that you don't know how to wear. So this next point as well is a little bit controversial too. But I feel like, you need to be a bit of a rebel when you're doing this whole staple wardrobe process, and you need to try different things. So I like to shop in the men's section sometimes. There are actually some gems in there. Don't be afraid to buy it just because it's a man's item of clothing. You can still wear it and you can still style it however you want, and you can still make it feminine. Not just that, but sometimes the clothes are a lot cheaper as well. I would say that my final tip for building a staple wardrobe is buy basics. Buy items that you can build something with. Buy staple pieces, whether that is blazers, t-shirts, jeans, jumpers. Try and buy things that you can match together. Bodysuits is a great example. You want to just try and reel everything in. And that's going to be the way that you're going to make sure that your wardrobe is staple and not just excessive. I know that's hard to do because there's so many amazing items out there, but I think with time, with effort, with patience, you will get there and you will be able to create your dream wardrobe. So that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, then be sure to show me some love in whatever way you please. And like I said earlier on in this video, if you have any suggestions of things you want me to film for you, then definitely let me know down in the comment section. I'll be happy to try and do some of those. But ultimately, I hope you are all able to take something away from this video. I know I'm super excited to continue trying to build this staple wardrobe of mine, and I wish you all the best of luck with building yours, and I'll see you in the next video.